Heavy Chat Machines presents the Mechanical Meeting New People Machine.
The highlight on your wedding, party, event, company celebration, or convention. Do you know that feeling? You're invited to a party where you don't know anyone except the host. Consequently, it is difficult to strike up a conversation with the other guests. And so you will get to know very few people that day. Social media exacerbates the problem even more. People today interact more online than in real-life conversations with an actual person. It's no wonder that people are becoming increasingly depressed. And this epidemic of loneliness is even seen by governments worldwide as a genuine health problem. We have just the right solution for you. A chat machine that takes the task off your hands of actively approaching new people. It brings a large number of event participants together in a short amount of time, and does so in an entertaining and sometimes exciting way, guaranteeing good conversations. After you've taken a spin with our chat machine, you'll know most of the event guests, and it will be much easier for you to spend the following hours with them in a convivial atmosphere. And perhaps the most important effect is that after using it, you're in a talkative mood, which many people first need to activate. The transition from everyday life to partying often happens instantly. Just a moment ago, you were sitting in front of the television, in the car, or in the office where you were passive and uncommunicative. Then you set off for an event and have to switch to a fun and sociable mode from one moment to the next. That's difficult. That's why many people who go out in the evening to meet new people return home disappointed at the end of the evening because they were too uptight and had hardly any contact with other people. We will visit your event with the trailer that houses our unique meeting machine. The functionality is designed for maximum efficiency. In a single playthrough lasting approximately 1 hour, you should meet as many new people as possible and have entertaining conversations with them to activate your talkative party mode. The machine consists of 2 rows of cabins positioned opposite each other. Each cabin can accommodate 1 person or 2 if you want to bring your best friend. The cabin walls and other soundproof partitions prevent you from seeing into other cabins next to your own. You can only see the person who is in the cabin directly opposite you, so you can only talk to them. Every 3 minutes, depending on the operating mode, either one or both rows of cabins are moved in opposite directions by a motor, so that you are now sitting opposite a new person to get to know. The machine consists of up to 22 cabins, so you can meet up to 21 new people in an hour. For smaller groups of people, cabins can be removed and the process carried out with fewer people. When a cabin reaches the end of a row, it is moved by a robot arm to the opposite row, thus enabling a closed, oval-shaped movement of all cabins. Studies show that people produce more oxytocin during real-life encounters than online. People often spend a lot of money on drinks and entrance fees when going out in the evening, only to end up lonely again at the end of the night. With our HCM system, this is impossible. You will meet more new people in just 1 session than sometimes in an entire year. Each machine contains fun gadgets, such as a bubble machine, a fog machine, a beer tap, and much more, which can be operated by the person sitting opposite. This guarantees fun and an amusing conversation starter. And if 2 people are sitting opposite each other who are so introverted that they can't even then start a conversation, there are the well-known party icebreaker cards with entertaining questions on a table in the middle between the booths, the answers to which will get any conversation going. Each cabin is open at the front, allowing the person opposite to be seen, and has a curtain at the back. This can remain open in good weather. The machine is weatherproof and can be fitted with side panels to protect against wind and rain. On cold days, such as at the Christmas market, each participant receives a hot water bottle and a blanket. The excitement and a certain thrill are also inherent in the concept, as you never know who you will be sitting across from next. Of course, you won't become best friends with everyone you meet, but the constant surprises create an exciting and expectant atmosphere. Endorphins, guaranteed. And it gets even better. Our machine can be set to different operating modes to adapt them to the specific circumstances of your event. In its basic mode, the machine is set up so that everyone is brought into contact with everyone else. Only one of the 2 rows of cabins moves alternately every 3 minutes. This mode is intended for typical parties and events where practically no one knows each other. The animation shows this as an example with 8 participants, but between 4 and 22 people can participate, depending on the size of your event. In a second mode, the machine is set to form 2 groups of people, similar to speed dating. Every 3 minutes, both opposite rows move simultaneously in opposite directions. In this situation, only members of the opposing group meet. This means that the members of Group 1, for example the men, are placed in contact with the members of Group 2, for example the women, but neither member of Group 1 or 2 is placed in contact with another member of their own group. In this way, 2 groups of people can get to know each other, who already know each other within their own group, but know no one or only a few people from the other group. Another popular application of the second operating mode is weddings, where the bride's entourage forms one group and the groom's entourage a second. The bride's friends and relatives will be introduced to the groom's friends and relatives. Booths outlined in red represent one group, and those outlined in blue represent the other. Other possible applications of the second operating mode would be, for example, conventions or trade fairs, where the participants of Lecture A can get to know the participants of Lecture B. It would also be great to bring together 2 groups who have almost certainly never met before. For example, super nerds and supermodels. Can you think of another fun use case for the second operating mode? Let us know. Our heavy chat machine systems can also be set to a third operating mode, which is the opposite of the second operating mode. There are certain groups of people that are best not brought together, like hippies and bankers, for example. In the third operating mode, both of these groups can participate in a round, but this time only the members within the group are brought into contact with each other. Members of Group 1, for example, the hippies, only encounter other members of Group 1. The same applies to members of Group 2, for example, the bankers. Another useful application for this third operating mode is the simultaneous presence of metalheads and ravers in the same place, or of Star Trek fans and Star Wars fans, a very delicate situation, or the simultaneous presence of fans of 2 soccer clubs. Even at night or in the dark, our chat machine is fully functional thanks to inspiring light effects. Give your guests an extraordinary experience and book us now to make your event unforgettable. We are currently visiting you with our vehicles throughout Europe. Heavy chat machines will soon be available worldwide.